Uh,
You all right?
from
Morning, everyone! I can't do stairs. All right. Morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Y'all ready to have some fun? Yeah. You have to be at Barber Motorsports Park? Yeah. Awesome. Well, welcome. My name is Jack Beesham. For those of you I have not met, the event manager that is running this weekend's event. If you have any questions, comments, concerns for the day, please come down and talk to one of our staff. Of course, can't do this alone. Also, my second in command, Austin Stealth over here. I'm going to give him a big round of applause. We imported the man in the hat himself, Mark Hicks. I want to always give him a huge shout out for letting us do what we love.
Morning, drivers!
And of course, our awesome chief instructor staff. We got Jim McGovern down here from Florida trying to figure out why the weather is so dang cold. Same with Jeff Bauer. They pulled him out of Bradenton, where the weather's much less nicer. And Clint Owens, who's around here somewhere, back there. Who's from Asheville, and he's like, what are y'all complaining about? Also want to give a huge shout out to my good buddy Bill McClendon, who's here for the first time in the last couple of years. I want to give him a round of applause for coming out and joining us. Bill, it's awesome to have you here. So we're your chin staff for the weekend. Like I said, if anything you see out there that makes you feel uncomfortable, please come by and tell us. We don't have the ability to be out in every run group the way y'all do. So y'all want to bring our eyes and ears out there. If you see something out there that makes you uncomfortable, rest assured it's going to make us feel uncomfortable too. And the only way that we can find out about it is if you let us know. If you wait till post-event and send me an email saying, hey, so-and-so has got a point, I have to check her, really not much I can do at that point. Let us know early, that way we can take care of the situation and ensure that y'all have as much fun as possible. So, I do want to talk about a couple of things. When you're in the paddock, when you're around your friends, if you're around your people that you know, it's okay to have your mask down. If you're around strangers, please still have a mask up. We're not out of the woods yet. We recently had our own COVID scare within Chin staff. We all ended up getting tested this week, so it's still out there. And I know a lot of people are getting vaccinated, a lot of people have antibodies, but we don't know if our staff does. And if one of us gets sick, there's only 4 staff members that run events. If one of us gets sick, we have to cancel events because we don't have anyone to cover. So please keep that in mind if you come up and talk to us. We'll be masked up over at the table and then the trailer. Please, if you come up, please have a mask on just for our own safety. Last year, we canceled 11 events, and it was by far like the worst time of my life. I don't think I've gone that long without being at Target for 10 years. And I never want to do that again. And how many of y'all agree with me on that? How many of y'all don't want to do this again? It sucks. But we can get through it. Let's all behave ourselves, enjoy each other's company, maybe at a bit of a distance. And trust me, after today, I'm sure most of y'all will still that too. So we're not going to want to get together, right? Well, do want to go ahead and do a giveaway since we start off our Chin Track Days as always. So the first driver, first instructor signed up 8 weeks ago. And on that fateful Monday night, the first driver on the keyboard was Chris Ashley. Chris, are you here this morning? Awesome. He's got the fast fingers. And the first instructor was Alex Perez. Alex, are you here this morning? Hey! Come on down for your 649 quick TK. We just uploaded or updated our openings for the rest of the summer, so through July. So go to the Chin website, see when your next favorite event's going to be opening up. And be sure to be there early as we get moving through the spring and the summertime. The events are still, selling out quickly, especially for novice categories. Our May Bertolano event and May Barber event, doubleheader, opened up this past Monday, and Bertolano novice sold out less than 5 minutes. Already got 15 to 20 drivers on that waiting list. So sign up early. That way you get one of those spots. If you miss us, if you miss the spot and you're a novice, shoot us an email as soon as you can. That way you have a low number on the waiting list. And it's amazing how many people come up with other stuff to do, waiting off the waiting list. So there's still hope that you can get in. I want to ask, how many of y'all are novices this weekend? Raise your hand. Welcome. Welcome to our program. Welcome to our hobby. This is a fantastic group of people. So hopefully this weekend you leave with some new friends and newfound love for this hobby. Your wallet's going to be significantly lighter from now on. How many of y'all have friends here in the paddock this weekend? Raise your hand. Look at that. So we're not only, a bunch of enthusiasts and car nuts, it's also a support group. So support each other while you're out there. We're all out here with a common interest. Use our vehicles as a form of entertainment instead of a form of transportation. So if you see somebody in the paddock or out on the track, maybe looks a little bit lost, think back to your first days on the track. Maybe there was someone that had a positive impact on you. Came up to you and told you a good place to get gas, or helped you with your mind on the track, or why the hell are you braking so early? Anything like that. We all have the ability to make the track better for all the other drivers. That doesn't mean, though, that we can't ruin the track for everyone else also, right? It doesn't. One driver is all it takes. One bad driver out there, one person with poor attitude, one person who believes that they can pass without point fives, dive bomb in the corners, to ruin an entire session, ruin the entire track. Does anyone want to volunteer to be that driver? We can take you out back right now. No. We're all here to have fun. We're not giving out any trophies. In fact, you brought your trophies with you to the track. We want to make sure you take it home, same condition, less a little break, less a little tired. And at the end of the day, tomorrow you can go home to your friends, to your families, to your pets, and then come back in a week or so, see us again another track. If we all play nice, leave our egos in the paddock, then it's going to be very easy to accomplish that. What do y'all say? It sounds like a good plan?
Yeah.
Good plan. All right, now if you're an instructor this weekend, please raise your hand. Awesome. Thank y'all. Thank you for what you do. The instructors, some people say we're crazy, I see people that we don't know. Well, it's all about giving back. Giving back is a fantastic part of this community. So if you're an intermediate or an advanced driver, and you've thought about what it would take to be an instructor, come by and talk to us. We're always looking for new candidates, doing stuff, show you the way, give you a little interview, and see if it's something that you might be interested in doing. It's not for everyone. Yeah, I'm terrible at swimming. I wasn't built for that. I'm pretty good at riding in the right seat. So, know your strengths, know your weaknesses. If you're in a business where you do coaching for a living, it could come very, very naturally to you. So we're always looking for people to step up in that role. Come by and talk to myself, Mark, Austin. We'd love to talk to you more about that. All right, so now we're going to hit the format. Talk about our run groups. We got our good old-fashioned 3-run group format. Green group, novices with instructors, and solo yellow drivers. Passing is restricted to straightaways only. Intermediate, blue group drivers are just trying to get really confident with cars, pick up the pace. Passing is unrestricted. You can pass anywhere on the lap that you feel comfortable doing so with an appropriate point five. Then our regular drivers, most experienced, tens of thousands of laps, possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars for the hobby. These are the top drivers that come out with us. A lot of pros come on and test with us because they know the level of drivers they can expect. Their red group, the level of respect they get. Passing is unrestricted anywhere on the lap, but a point by is still required. So as you advance through our run groups, please recognize that it doesn't matter which run group you're in. A pass can never be initiated without an appropriate point by. And that can be done in 2 different ways. Please opt to only use one at a time. Good old-fashioned arm out the window, point by to the left. Arm over the roof, point by to the right. We also allow the use of turn signals. 3 blinks to the left, point by to the left. 3 blinks to the right, point by to the right. If you do opt to use your turn signals, please remember to cancel your turn sign. If you come into the pits and say, cars 52 red, 37 black, and 56 gray, all just passed me on the front straightaway without a point by, we're going to show you to click, you're going to feel a little silly. And if you're a novice driver, still a young driver, you're new to the hobby, I can honestly say I've never forgotten to bring my car back in the window of the car. So this is a good old fail safe. 1.5 per car. So if you have 3 cars behind you, 1.5 back in, 2 back in, 3 back in. We see it all the time. Drivers get excited. They want to get the cars past them as quickly as possible. No one wants to hold other people up. And we'll get these exciting 0.5s. 5, 6 cars can 0.5. Same thing with the over-the-top 0.5. Don't want to see the slow hand over the top. Don't want to see the jumping. If you do get one of these and you complete it, I want to see the video. Someone once told me, pretend that you're lobbing a live grenade over the top of your car. Big, think. That way there is no ambiguity of what you're trying to communicate out there on track. Because on track, ambiguity is the enemy. If you got a big old APR waiting on the back of your car or something, maybe you're not sure the driver's behind you can see your 0.5, have somebody stand behind it in the paddock. Demonstrate your 0.5s. That way, you know when you're out on track, the other drivers understand what you're trying to do. Also, passing should always occur in the direction of the next upcoming corner. So turn 1, which way should that 0.5 be? To the left. Not a trick question. Feel free to shout them out. So it's just that easy. That way, the driver being overtaken is able to keep their eyes on the car that's overtaking them. They see when they're clear, and they can blend back in behind them. If you think about it logically, if you give an outside 0.5, you turn in, you have no idea where that overtaking driver is. So give them a 0.5 to the inside, you know where they are, there's usually follow up behind it, and continue on that third lap. Also remember, if someone is on your bumper, they didn't get beamed there by Scotty, they caught you for a reason. A lot of times they're faster. It could be the car, it could be driver mod. But there's a reason that they're there. So does that mean you should push a little bit harder and see if you get a gap? Someone caught you, let them by. Maybe your tires aren't up to temp yet. Give them that courtesy, clear track. Maybe when everything's ready for you, run it back down, play a little cat and mouse out there. A lot of cars run similar lap times to a Barber in very, very different ways. And that makes this track a whole lot of fun. The battle between low horsepower and maneuverability, high horsepower and speed is really fun because it's such a compact track. Just remember, if that Miata's been on your tail, for the last 3 laps out there in blue group, you might want to give them a 0.5. You might want to follow them for a little bit. They're doing something out there that your car might be able to do. Just don't follow them off the track if they ought to do that way. Something else, if you find yourself out there, maybe there's a train form behind you, or you find yourself at the end of the train, don't just sit there and get frustrated. Take control of the situation. Anyone have a suggestion of how you can do that? Come through the pits. Very quickly, come down pit road, idle down pit road, show your wristband again to let you back out, and most likely you won't encounter that train again. Get yourself out of the situation, that way you don't find yourself frustrated. Alright, so we're going to hit our schedule real quick. Your day's already begun with this driver's meeting, which I promise will end. I know it's early in the morning, 7:10, weekend after daylight savings. It's early. But we're going to get you out on track even earlier. That way you've got plenty of time. So coming up next at 8 a.m. is our morning track orientation session. We'd like to see novices with your instructors out there. That way you can get your eyes on the lap before you get out there for your hot laps for your session. Also, get your first time to Barber. It's a great opportunity to go out, check out the lap, see which corner worker stations you're in. All corner worker stations will be displaying a standing yellow, so there is no passing. This also gives you the opportunity to see which stations are manned. 30 minutes. Please come in 5 minutes earlier so you're a novice. That way you can get your classroom session on time. That'll lead us into the 8:30 first red group session. And that'll also be our first classroom session up on the 3rd floor with Jim McGovern. And Jim's got some very pretty fancy new classroom practices handing out. So be sure to go up there to the 3rd floor. It's nice and heated, so it'll be good this morning. And you'll have a lot to learn from Jim. 9 a.m. first blue group, 9:30 first green. We'll follow a 30-minute rotation until we get to 11 a.m. for our lunch period. 12 o'clock, we'll be back hot tracking again with green group. And our second classroom session will be at 12:30, accompanied by a red group on track. This afternoon will be a turn-by-turn, Jim. So turn-by-turn at 12:30, if you're new to the lab here, it'd be a good opportunity to go up. Jim will tell you all the secrets, because he is the keeper of the secrets. 1 o'clock blue, 1:30 green. 2 o'clock, we do our parade laps. Those of you try touring behind a pace car. We've got friends and family here that want to check out the lap. Good opportunity to get out there. You don't have to be a registered driver. Please do have a valid driver's license. This is not a good opportunity for your 10-year-old to turn his first laps. I only have to bring it up because it happened. He did a hell of a job. Just track wasn't happy. 2:15, we very good on track again. So this starts the 15 and 45-minute rotation. 2:45 blue, 3:15 green, green 3:45 happy hour. So here's actually a happy hour in 15 minutes. One of these days I'm going to come up with a more clever way to say that. Sounds better. How many of y'all participated in the Chin Happy Hour before? How many of y'all love the Chin Happy Hour? So for those of you that haven't gone out before or are new to our format, it's all drivers, all run groups on track at the same time. You might be thinking, wow, how do you put advanced drivers out there with novices? It's simple. It's because of the mutual respect that each and every one of you have for your fellow drivers. So recognize there will be less experienced drivers out there. The last thing they want to do is hold you up. A lot of times the green group drivers are the fastest with the point guys. Because they don't want you in your mirrors, they want you to get by them and be able to turn some clean laps. Now when you do approach those cars, you notice there's an X on the back. This is not a target. This is simply to let you know there's a less experienced driver in front of you. So please take care when overtaking them. Fill their mirrors. They'll pass it without a point by. Think back to your first days on track. How would you have liked to be treated in those situations? And also, if you do something silly around them, you have just been observed by one of our instructor staff, they're going to come talk to us. We're going to come talk to you today while you're asking our novices. Remember, novices are friends, not food. So much fun to run down that horsepower car in your minimum car. That's the person behind the wheel to get the car handled the way it is. They're on track. So that's our format and our run groups. Anybody have any questions about those? Also, we're moving right along, right along. You want to talk about getting on and off the track here at Barber? This road right here runs to the end of the building. At the end of the building, you make a right-hand turn, with a sharp left onto the hot pits. Now there you'll have pit out. Most likely it's going to be Walter, who all of y'all are familiar with. He's going to ask you to see your wristband. Show him this lets him know you're in the right run group. They'll let you out on track. When he tells you to go, that means he has found a gap for you to safely fit into. So don't just pull away, like you're at a stop sign or stop light pulling away from Bucky's. Pull on the track with some enthusiasm. That way you get up to speed quickly and you're able to blend into the gap that he found you. Now, a problem we've had recently in Barber is blend line violations. You might be thinking, well, the blend line ends at the pit out. The line itself, yes, but there's an inferred blend line here, all the way to the bottom of turn 2. So if you're coming out of the pits, please stay driver's left. Hug the outside of the rim, all the way until you hit the compression point where you start up the hill for 4. This way, if there's anybody who's already up to speed, they can slip by you safely on the right and you can put it behind them. So, that happened to me personally. I pull out on track, and a driver just comes right across. I don't even know if they knew I was there until they gave me a point coming forward. Real dangerous situation. Also, in the morning orientation session, if you go out on track and you notice there's no one in front of you, don't assume that you can turn 10 laps. Because there might be drivers out there that are going very slow just trying to figure out where the lap goes. Orientation session. So if you come up over the top of turn 4, there might be a traffic jam. Drivers come down to take a peek at turn 5 and creep around there in the morning. So keep your wits about you. Don't go flying over that hill first thing. As far as the blend line, please, if it's being a parade laps, if you're the first car out, if you're going out and post sticker on a bicycle ride, if you come out here for a 5K, please stay driver's left to the bottom of the hill. Designate it to memory. That way you never have an issue. Best case scenario, we give you a black flag. Worst case scenario, you have car to car. Nobody can even hear for a car to car. When you're done with your session, get the checker flag. Checker flags will be shown at start finish and also at turn 12. So Once you see the checkered flag, your session has ended. Please proceed back to the pits. As you come through 14-15, move drivers left, fist up in the air. If you have a vehicle with fixed windows, you turn your hazards on. This lets drivers know that you're in the pits. If it's in the middle of the session and you decide to come in, this is also a valid passing signal. So don't be surprised if drivers pass you inside coming through their arm out the window. Coming to the pits, speed limit in the paddock is 15 miles an hour, or whatever speed you feel comfortable getting hit by a car at. Remember, a lot of track cars don't have horns. So you have friends and family here, little kids, maybe walking around. Make sure that they're paying attention. We don't want to see any incidents in the paddock. Speaking of incidents in the paddock, if you have a spill, maybe drop some fuel, drop some oil, please come let us know. That way we can know safety and get that cleaned up. We want to leave Barber looking as beautiful as it was when we got here. We want to keep coming back here for years to come. Anybody have any questions about getting on or off the track? Yes, sir. So you'll see there'll be a checker flag shown at 1, and then the first car that sees the checker flag will also be the first car to see it at 12. That was close. So it's not a simultaneous flag. That way you do get a full lap to come in. But if you don't see the flag until 12, assume that you missed the first one and go ahead and come in. Once you see a checkered flag, come to the pits. It's a long pit road, and if you have to, you can cruise around the inside road. Then your brakes are still too high. Fuel is available on the second tier. There's also going to be a food truck here this weekend of tacos. I'm really excited about having a taco food truck here in the attic. Always excited about tacos. Tacos. So, I'm going to start, we're going to move on to the next day and talk about some vendors. This is the part of the meeting where drivers start to quit paying attention as much. If you're a red grid driver, which y'all listen up because at the end of the meeting, I'm going to ask y'all to hang around. Same thing with instructors. But before we get there, I do want to introduce Joseph from Corsa Crew over there with all the cars in the world. Joseph, how you doing today?
Hey, everyone. Yes, I'm Joseph from Corsa Crew. Glad to see everybody here. We got a beautiful weekend lined up for track driving. We're located right over there. This weekend we're going to be providing trackside support. So if you need something to keep you on track, brake pads, whatever it is, you didn't come here to work on your car. You came here to drive. Let us help you out. If you need a helmet, we'll out to you. We also do a ride and drive track car rental. If you're local here, we have a shop 5 minutes from the track, full track preparation shop, and vehicle storage. If you're interested in any of those things or have questions, come by and talk to me. Big thing today, though, is we have free coffee. So if you need to refill your coffee cup or you want some more, just come by the trailer to get some. We also have donuts. And they're first come, first served. Good luck with that. Thank you.
Joseph!
Awesome, Joseph. Thank you for being out here. Also, we got Jesse from Discovery Parts with a big bottle of love, it looks like.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Jesse. I live in that red tent over there. So before you go see Joseph, if you need brake fluid, oil, brake pads, come grab it. If you just want to try on 2020 helmets, shoes, suits, we have a ton of stuff over there. And I have a giveaway. Has anyone not washed their car this calendar year? In 2020? Sometimes sunny to this year. What about February or March?
Oh, there we go.
All right.
And the rest of y'all are lying. Who washes the track car? This pit is a patina. The rubber and the dirt keep the paint safe. It works better than 3M tape. Also, we got Primal Racing here with that beautiful feedback.
Good morning, everyone. We've got 2 great cars.
Hey guys, be sure to swing over to check out those beautiful cars. And Scotty Elkin. Scotty are trying to think of the best adjective to use this morning. Or beam aficionado, photo aficionado, the Badger, the infield. Just what he thinks he's been called, but probably true. But with his crew, he's a fantastic photographer. He's going to be after all week and taking some awesome shots of doing your rides. We'll have a sign-up sheet over here on the chin table, so be sure to come write your name down, car number, run group. That way the lens just magically finds you. Scotty's one of the corner workers here at Barber, so he has the ability to find some places that a lot of photographers don't know about, and always has an interesting perspective on how your car is going to look on track. A lot of really cool art photos, a lot of stuff shot through trees or the artwork that's out on track. Really, really cool stuff. So those are our supporting vendors. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to separate our instructors. We're going to go with Jim McGovern over behind the building in the nice sun. Red group drivers, we're going to have you meet with Marquis real quick. We're going to go to the other side over by the stairs. If you're a novice driver or solo yellow, hang on here real quick. We're going to have a quick safety talk. We're going to get you out on track. Everybody else, I want to ask y'all, why are y'all here this weekend? And who is responsible for your safety? Awesome. Green group drivers, hang out. We're going to have a quick talk. Red group drivers, over to my left. Instructors to the right. The rest of you are stuck in the middle with me. All right. Is it anybody's first time to Barber? Holy heck, that is awesome. Please take advantage of the morning warm-up, the morning track orientation session. Get your eyes on the track. This is be careful coming up over the top of turn 4. When you're out there on track, get kind of the other drivers. Make sure you're paying attention. Point buys could be a little bit tough in green group. Passing zones are restricted to straightaways only. So you've got our front straightaway, which is right behind me, coming up over the top of the hill, 4 to 5. Coming out of the hairpin, 6 to 8. 9 to 10, you get one car by safely. It's a little tighter, try more than that. Give a quick point by to the left. 11 to 12, it's a little bit longer straightaway. You get a car by there as well. But we don't want to see any passing from 12 to 17 or from 2 until the top of the hill. That's just to keep y'all safe out there. We do have limited space to move people up the delivery. Feel like you're getting held up out there. Talk to us, get you a coaching session, perhaps a checkout session. All the run groups are full this weekend, so we'll move people around as best as we can. If it's your first time out here at Barber, you get experience to the tracks. This track does pick up pretty quickly, so come talk to us if you want any cheater tips. Other than that, does anybody have any questions for us? All right, I want to ask a couple questions about flags real quick. Does everyone know what a yellow flag means?
Standing or waiting?
Standing, thank you. There we go. Get this guy confused. All right, standing yellow flag. Hey, look at this. Here we got a bag of flags right here. Who was the girl from Wheel of Fortune?
I don't know why.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. So, yellow flag. See, there's a couple ways we see it standing. This means that there is something off track, offline. There is no passing until you see your next corner worker station that is not displaying a flag. If you see this flag waving, be prepared to take immediate evasive action. The faster this flag is waving, the more intense the situation is. So if they're leaning out of the corner worker stand trying to get your attention, probably something you want to pay attention to. Be prepared to take your evasive action. No passing until you see your next station. Now showing the flag. Debris flag. This means the surface of the track has changed. It could be rain, it could be badger, it could be bumper. This means there's something on the track that wasn't there previously. Come around the corner and you see this, and just see a bunch of solid on the ground. The next time you come around, you know that the situation is always not bad. This flag gets dropped after 2 laps. Corner worker's arm gets tired. It's just an information flag. When the flag goes away, do not assume that the track has gone back to optimal conditions. By this point, we just assume that you know what is going on the track. Black flag. This can be used multiple ways too. If you see this flag and it is pointed at you, open, going like this, that means you need to come to the pits. We need to have a talk with you. Perhaps you've got 4 off and massive loss of control. Something flew off your car. We just need to talk to you real quick. Make sure you're okay and the car is okay. Back on track. You see the black flag displayed at all stations. We're clearing the track. Everyone please come into the pits. Drive down pit road. And whenever we go, after we get recovered the disabled vehicle, we'll get you back on track as quickly as possible. The meatball flag, or money flag, this means there's $100 bills flying out of the back of your car, and we want to help you retain some of them. If you see a meatball flag, check your mirrors, check your gauges. If you think you're dropping fluids, please pull off in a safe place near a main station. There's a lot of paved areas out there in the middle. That way you can get off the surface. It's always going to be faster for us to come recover you rather than do an oil cleanup. The standing record is $1,800 and an hour and 15 minutes of downtime for an oil cleanup, and I never want that record to be broken. That does get passed on to the driver. Blue flag means there's a race going on behind you and you're not part of it.
Oh.
Wait,
No.
We're not racing this weekend. This means a faster driver has caught you. You have an obligation to get the by quickly and safely. So if you see a blue flag, which I'm told they all have blue flags out there, whether or not they choose to use them is up to driver. If you see a blue flag, check your mirrors, get the driver by the next safe opportunity. White flag, slow-moving vehicle on track. It could be a disabled vehicle trying to creep back to the pits, or it could be a safety vehicle going out to recover someone. If you're coming up on the vehicle itself that's moving slowly, this will usually also have a yellow flag accompanied with it. You are allowed to pass the slow-moving vehicle safely. So drop your speed a little bit. Don't buzz it. No, don't buzz the tower. We don't do that. That way that driver's able to get safe. Green flag. Your session is hot. You may overtake other drivers. You can see this at start finish. And checker flag. Like I said, you will see at 12 and start finish as well. Your session is over. There is no more overtaking. Please proceed back to the pits quickly and safely. The quicker we can get you off track, the more quickly we can get the next run group on track. So if you're able to cycle off on off the track more quickly, they'll get more track time. Who doesn't love that? Alright, and the red flag, the most important flag that I hope you never see. If you see a red flag, first thing you should do, check your mirrors. If there's somebody behind you, get a fist up in the air. This will let them know, hey, eyes up, I'm going to be making a speed adjustment. Then come to a safe controlled stop offline in view of your next man corner workstation. There you can wait for them to give you the signal to go back to the pits, which will be a black flag. So again, if you see a red flag, don't panic. Stay calm. Check your mirrors. Somebody behind you, missed up. That way you're going to be coming to a stop. Safe controlled stop offline in view of your next man corner workstation. Wait to proceed back to the pits. They show you a black flag. Come in. We'll get you back on track as soon as possible. Any questions? Comments? Concerns? Queries? Qualms? Quirks? Y'all are awesome. That is all I have for you. But once again, I want to ask y'all, why are you here this weekend? Who's responsible for your safety? Get out there, have some fun. The drivers' meeting has ended. Morning track orientation session comes up next.
I keep my